So we're all tied on, cross on the front, cross on the back. We've got a horizontal parcel on the outside, ready to put a baby in. Now I'm going to put my baby in seated sideways in this particular one, which is one that I really like for little babies, because it means that their knees, while they're still nice and curled, their knees get to stay close together. You're not spreading them apart across your body. And it's also a really good position when babies want to be able to look around. They've got a much easier view. They can actually see your face too as well, so it makes it easier for you to interact. When they're chest to chest, it's a bit harder for them to actually see you, so it's a lovely one for little babies. It's also fun as they get older as well and they get more curious about the world. So pop her down. So what we're going to do, so you've got, this is the outside of the cross. Going to take that down. You can just put it down your arm or take it right off, and then you've got the one that's closest to your body. I've spread that out now to make it easy to work with. What I want to do is I want to back my baby butt first into a pouch that I'm creating here. So come here, sweet girl. So up on the baby. Conveniently for me, the shoulder on the outside is the baby burping side. That makes all of this manoeuvring really easy. So I've put my hand inside, it's all nice and spread, and now I can very gently back my baby in, and I can choose whether I want this to support the back of the head or if I want it not to. It depends on you, possibly depends more on your baby and what they prefer. And what I'm trying to do, as you can see, it's right around the baby, and so her butt and her body is totally supported. I've got her sitting very upright, which is really, particularly a good way to do it. Sometimes though, if you're about to feed or you've been feeding and they're sleepy and you want them to be a bit more cradled to help them sleep, we're not completely lying flat, but we are just reclining more. That's fine as well. Just remember that you're going to just be making sure that they're breathing fine and their chin doesn't get down too low, but you can have them more upright or more reclined, however that suits you. If you're bottle feeding, the slightly reclined position might be good for a supported feed. Alright, so we've got the first cross on. Next cross, I want that second layer, so I find it, and then the easiest thing to do, the great thing about two ways, is you just bring it up your arm like that, nice and stretchy, and then you can, again, I put my hand in and I maneuver it around my baby, so I'm bringing it around, and again I'm wanting to cover the butt and up the back, and the bulk of it on this side is going to be in the back of their knees there. Now as you can see, it's a bit close on their face. It's not too bad for this baby at the moment, but we'll fix that in a second. So get that up. You might decide you're cold and you want this to drape around your arms. That's totally fine. Or you might want to flip it up and out of the way. If this is too close to the head, this top line here, you can pull this out and use your shoulder to help keep it back. See, that's now dropped because it's the line of my shoulder. It means it's going to be in this line here. So that's keeping it beautifully out of her face. And her feet are just tucked up nice and thick. So that's two layers from the back of it. It's tucked right under the back of her outside hip, right all the way over. And then now we're up to the third layer, which is the one with, it's the horizontal pass, it's the one with your middle marker, or in this case it's a beautiful panel. This is a hand-woven panel. I love it. Okay, and so I find it easier to move this as a rope and then spread it out later rather than drag the whole thing up. So I'm bringing it out and over the feet, and I'm just spreading it up. Super easy. Up like that. Bring it up on my sides just to make sure it's working beautifully, and again the bulk of it's down, tucked underneath, and this is us. We're good to go. If you wanted to do something with this to make it more spread out, to help kind of feel, you know, nice and secure and tucked in around your tummy area post baby, that's, or even a long time post baby like me, that's totally something you can do, but I've just left it slack for now. There we are. My baby is in.